Hello and welcome to this presentation on LTW World. I assume you're watching this because you've heard how well the company is doing and you want to know a little bit more information on the opportunity at hand. We've got a lot to get through, so let's get started. So, what actually is LTW World? LTW World is a multi-level marketing business, and most of you will be familiar with this concept, but for those who are new to the idea, it's essentially a very effective way of developing a large customer base to purchase products that the company sells. LifeTrue World is in the form of a worldwide online store, which is currently being upgraded by the same guys who developed Sainsbury's online portal. Now, LifeTrue World was only founded in February 2015 with 360 IBOs. Now, IBO stands for Independent Business Owner, and in the past few months it has grown exponentially to over 16,000 IBOs, which I'm super excited about because we are set to become the biggest network marketing business in the UK and then the biggest globally when we launch worldwide in the near future. The products available online range from groceries to bed sheets, as well as new services that we were able to sell to customers, but we will touch on that a little bit later on. So, why do people join a multi-level marketing business, in particular LifeTrue World? The reasons vary person to person, but the main sort of five are financial freedom, so being able to go on a holiday and not have to worry about the cost of it, generating income that they can only dream of earning working a 9 to 5 job. They want to spend more time doing what they want to do, not necessarily what they have to do. And again, one of the main ones is actually helping their friends and family achieve their goals. And another one is it's a great way of socializing, so meeting new people. So let's get straight into it. Let's look at an example. So, how much is a packet of Mr. Kipling fondant fancies? Currently, they are £1.89 at Tesco. And how much do you think it costs to manufacture the product? Well, in fact, it only costs surprisingly 9p. So that's a 2000% increase on this product alone. Now, obviously, Tesco don't make a 2000% profit. They have to sort of incur costs along the way as well during the selling process. So let's have a look at those costs in a little bit more detail. So let's look at manufacturer to shelf. Manufacturer, they produce the products at a minute cost, and then a distributor comes along from the manufacturer, takes them to all the stores. And the distributor, obviously, they have to make some money somewhere, so they take a sort of add a percentage onto the product, if you like. The stores, they've got to store the products, and if it's something that needs to be chilled, then there's going to be electricity costs into that. And then obviously all the workers need to be paid their wages and a massive overhead cost of just running sort of 20, 30 stores, even nationwide. It does amount to a large amount of money. And then you, the customer, you pay an overinflated price. And what do they do with the profit that they make? Like we mentioned, they don't make a 2000% profit. They make possibly a 1000% profit on that product alone. So what do? They spend millions on expensive forms of advertising such as television and radio. And let me ask you a question. How many times when the adverts have come on and an advert break, you've just switched the channel and looked for a channel with a program on as opposed to listening to the adverts? They're so ineffective. The shareholders and directors, they take a very nice bonus check. They're happy. And then, like we mentioned before, a massive overhead cost. They need to pay that off. So really, it's quite a lot of money when you put it into perspective. But wouldn't it be great if instead of pouring this money into traditional marketing technique that's we've said they produce questionable results for various reasons, what if they bought direct from the manufacturer and gave their profits to a network of people who introduced new customers to the business, face to face, talking to them? And it would be even better if these new customers could join the network and take a share of that profit by doing just the exact same thing that they've done. Well, I can tell you that is exactly what LTW does. The manufacturer, they're still producing the products for a minute cost, and then LTW essentially removes the middlemen. And then also what they do remove is the massive costs of advertising on TV and radio that, as we've mentioned, don't work. And then you, surprisingly, this might surprise you, you actually pay a similar price to what you would pay in the high street stores, the supermarkets, etc. And we'll have a look at that now. But what does the online shop actually sell? So It's everyday items that you would find at your local supermarket, as well as home accessories and much more. Different items always being added every month, and you might be wondering, is it cheaper than Tesco, Morrison's, Asda? I will answer this question, and it's about the same. Some products more expensive, some are cheaper, but you will soon see why this question, in the whole scheme of things, is essentially irrelevant. Before we go any further, we need to understand what points are. So each product, as well as a value in pounds, they will also have a points value. And to be eligible for the monthly bonuses you've worked very hard for, you must obtain at least 100 points through the purchase of products or the selling of services. Now this is the easy bit. This is easy. Large hampers, they're available at 100 points, and they contain everything you would usually buy in your weekly shop, and that's you covered for the month. So that's 100 points. So just to summarise, to become active, you have to spend 100 points within the business. So not only can you buy products to earn your 100 points to become active to be eligible for your monthly bonuses, you can actually sell services to customers. So we've got 3 examples here. LTW are actually in partnership with a company called IU Energy, and they supply gas and electricity for commercial premises at the moment. So essentially what we would have to do is we would have to contact that business direct, say, I can save you a lot of money on your gas or electricity bill, etc. Can I have one of my technical salesmen contact you? You would obtain the contact details from that company. You don't need to know anything about what IU Energy do. You will simply obtain that contact details, send it off to IU Energy. It's very easy to do, and they will contact them on your behalf. Now, if that company then decides to go with IU Energy, you will actually earn 10 points for 4 months just for sending the contact details over. You don't have to do anything else other than that. So you can imagine if you got 10 companies that wanted gas and electricity, or even one company that had 10 bases, that would be your 100 points sorted. You'd be active for 4 months and you wouldn't have to drop a penny. So that's very exciting. The middle one there, that's our essentially entertainment packages. So again, just like the gas and electricity, we would find the leads, send them over to the company. They would do also essentially the hard work for us, and then we would earn points on that sale. On the right there, we've got LTW in partnership with Glorydale. Now, the Glorydale is probably the one that excites me the most because what business doesn't use card machines? Everyone now in our day and age is using card machines. So no matter where you live, up the high street, there's hundreds of card machines that are being used. And the benefit of this is they've got a low price guarantee. Nobody can tell you that they're paying a cheaper price because they can't be. It's a low price guarantee. So these essentially sell themselves. I know a gentleman in the business who's actually generated 1,600 leads in the past sort of month just for this. So he's definitely got his points covered for the month, that's for sure. So yeah, really exciting. Different way for you to earn your points. If you're a born salesman like myself, you will be able to not a problem. So let's take a look at the compensation plan. So essentially there's 5 different streams of income with LTW. There's the LTW single pool, there's the overriding residual income, there's the team building bonuses, initial retail bonus, IRB, or personal customer commission, PCC. So let's take a look at the single pool. Every month, 2% of all the generated points in the business will be distributed amongst everyone in the pool. So we've mentioned 100 points. Everyone spends 100 points. So all of those 100 points are accumulated, 2% is taken, and then it's split between everyone who spent their 100 points. Now, this equated to about £28 last month, but obviously that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but how much will it be in 6 months, a year from now? Think about when we go into India. How many people are there in India? Over 1.3 billion? It's going to be massive. Okay, so second one, overriding residual income. You will actually get paid for everyone who shops in your downline. And for, again, those who aren't familiar with multi-level marketing, downline essentially means all the people below you that you've recruited, and upline means the people above you who have recruited you essentially. The amount is determined, as you would imagine, by set levels. So let's take a look at the levels. So level 0 is just yourself. You earn a 2% commission on all the shopping you do, which is essentially irrelevant. There's nothing there. All these levels are realistic for you to look at now. There's no point looking at the next slide and thinking, oh, I'll be able to get there next month, because it's just not realistic. So anyway, we're going to have a look at the next slide just to have a look. So this is, like I said, once you've really got going with the business, you can expect to be earning sort of 1,000, 4,000, and 14,000 from this stream itself. And actually, thanks to a new idea called compression, people who are inactive. So imagine you've got people in level 2, for example, that are inactive. They're going to be stopping you from actually, even if you've got 6,561 people in your business, they're going to be stopping you from hitting that level because there's inactivity up the tree essentially. So thanks to compression, anybody who is inactive for over 90 days will be given essentially a last chance, and if they don't take it, they'll be removed from the system. And that's going to mean a lot of people are going to start earning these payments when they've worked hard for them and they deserve them, but there's people inactive in their business. And you might be thinking, oh, no one's got 6,000 people or 19,000 people in the business, but I can tell you there are people with this many people in their downline. So this is the exciting bit. This is where your main income stream will come from in most cases, team building bonuses. So we're just going to have a look at maybe the first or two, just to get the idea of it. So the first level is Senior Star Distributor SSD, and essentially you will have 3 legs. In those 3 legs you will have certain amounts of people. So in the first leg you're going to have 2 people because they'll all be spending 100 points, which will add up to the first column, 200 points. In your second leg, the exact same as the one before, and then in the other leg you're just going to have 200 points. But yeah, so 200 points. So that's a total of 6 people below you, and that will be a £200 monthly payment. The second one, team leader, so you're going to have in your 3 legs, you're going to have 1 person who's a senior star distributor, another person who's a senior star distributor, and then essentially 8 more people in your other leg, and that's a £750 payment. You can read through the rest. I'm not going to go into them because it's not necessarily something you should focus on now. Your main focus is to get to Senior Star Distributor and go from there. So this just kind of gives you a clearer view of how it's laid out. So you will have 3 legs, like we've said, and your priority is to get 1 person in each of these legs just to start with. And then these people, as you would imagine, will find someone, and so on and so on. And you will continue to introduce people to the business even once you've got to this position, because you will be able to actually put people below your people already, and you're going to be able to help them as well as helping yourself, obviously. Before we look at the 4th and the 5th income stream, it's important that we look at the different packages that you can join on, because I don't think you'd be able to understand the next 2 had we not looked at these. So the business pack, this is £199, and included in that you will actually get a starting pack. So it'll tell you the do's and don'ts of the business, obviously, what you can do to start generating leads, and then just everything to really get started. You will also receive £165 retail price of products for you to either keep for yourself, or you can sell on and sort of make the money back off your investment. And then the fourth point there is something to do with the 4th income stream that we haven't looked at yet, but we'll touch on it now. You are actually able to have customers purchase products from LTW through your identity number without them even being signed up as an IBO themselves. So imagine your mother wants to buy a certain product from LTW and she spends 100 points. You will actually earn 10% commission on all the points she spends. So she spent 100 points, 10% of 100 points works out at £10. Now, as we said before, you need 100 points each month to be classed as active. But 50% of the points can actually come from customers. So you don't even need to do 100 points using the business pack. Moving on to the executive, this one's only £499, and just like the business pack, you'll get a getting started pack, show you where to go, etc, etc. You will also receive, instead of £165, £500 RRP of products for you to, at this point it's recommended for you to resell these products to earn something back from your investment. And then instead of the 10% commission, you will also receive 20% commission. In comparison with the business pack, 70 points can now come from customers as opposed to the 50. Moving swiftly on to the premium pack, this one's only £999, and as you can imagine, includes the getting started pack. You'll also receive 1000 RRP of products, and instead of the 10 or the 20% commission, you will now be earning a 40% commission. Here's the exciting bit. For the first 1000 of these premium packs sold, and at this very moment in time there are still a few left, so 1% of all the points generated in the business will be distributed amongst these 1000 people. Now that will start in June 2017, and by then we will be in, I would imagine, a few more countries, so there's going to be a lot of points being generated in this business, and it scares me to think how much this is going to work out each month, but it's actually going to be paid quarterly, so it's going to look even more. So moving on, all 100 points can now come from customers on the premium pack. As long as you've got 100 points coming in from customers, you don't have to drop a penny. So let's take a look at the fourth income stream, initial retail bonus. If you're on one of the executive or premium packs, every time you introduce someone onto one of the executive packs, you will receive a £50 commission on that pack. Okay, so if you are on a premium pack and you introduce someone to a premium pack themselves, if you are a founder member, so one of the first 1000, you will get £200 for every customer that you introduce onto the premium pack. If, however, you're the 1001th person or anyone above 1000, you'll get £150 for introducing them onto a premium pack. The fourth one, we've touched on this one. The fifth one, sorry, we've touched on this one. 10% commission, 20% commission, and 40% commission on any customers that purchase products through LifeTree World's online store using your IBO number. So it all sounds great so far. Lots of money to be made. But what actually do you have to do? So we've mentioned the 100 points, being active, and the reason for that is the company has to make money. It has to be a profitable company. Otherwise, we can't afford to pay the huge checks and the huge bonuses that people quite rightly deserve for the hard work that they've put into it. So it's important that we keep generating the 100 points for the business. Introduce. You've seen the benefits of introducing new people to the business on your behalf. The bonuses that are available there for bringing in new people are immense. And then the third and most important point by far is once you've hit that first bonus, that senior star distributor, it's really time to just start helping your downline. That's all there is left to do. Help them achieve the same success that you've achieved yourself. Okay, moving on. What is the company's vision? Where are they going? So, you might have heard me say a couple of times worldwide. We are going worldwide. It's happening. In the next sort of 6 months to a year, we will be hitting more and more countries and we will be generating even more points. The next Amazon. That's quite a bold statement, but that's what we're going for. We want to be the sort of go-to one-stop shop online, as well as being one of the greatest multi-level marketing businesses. And then change lives of millions. There's people in this business who have gone from rags to riches in virtually 6 months, and they are sort of the success stories of the business. But we literally are changing lives of millions. Thank you very much for your time. I hope this has been plenty of information, not too much information to scare you away, but there's a lot of money to be made in this business, and I look forward to seeing you at one of our success events. Thank you very much.